Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's got it. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USC. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's a Bunya. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Physical run earns the first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now here's the toss play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Mumpfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to run it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Sticking with the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to create here on the move. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a 1st down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Well, they are putting it on display once again today.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Third down, out of the shotgun. Snags the quick throw. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Hand off to the single back. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll test the right side here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Picks up the first, looking for more. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry-up.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You first open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And on the carry, he's heading left. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to the left. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. The Buffaloes are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And the Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but they begin the drive with excellent field position. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Who's going to take off here? In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. That last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's a Bunya. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Oh, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The attempt is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Quick 6. Touchdown, SC. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's a Bunya. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback operating an empty set. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And then first down, right back to the running game. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And there's the handoff. Running right through tacklers. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They will claim the second half lead. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Back in motion now. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a 1st down. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finding space at the 20. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The Buffaloes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's a second and goal play for the offense. And the runner takes off to his right. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, he reviewed the tape. He's locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He'll ride the back again here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Linebacker shifting around now. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And the beatdown continues.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Southern California. This offense is still clicking.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he makes it in. The two-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Solid gain on the running play, 3rd down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets nothing there. The defense rises up on 3rd down. Board here on 4th and inches. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They use continues that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Receiver in motion now. And the running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And he's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Colorado. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he dropped it. And that is a fitting end today for this offense. Of course, in the playoffs, it's